Turn around and look at what you see. No, I'm just kidding, we're not doing that. If you know, you know. So, here we are. You're thinking there's a really awesome processor here, right? Intel i9. But why? Why? I've already been driving the sim, as you know. I've never done a build video for the electronics. I've never done a build video for the actual installation of anything on the car. I was planning on doing it, but I just I put it in, I got going, and let me tell you right now, you are going to get a build video because I made a huge mistake. When we were getting started, the first thing that I did was I researched what I was going to do. Originally, I was just going to use a PlayStation, and then I started learning more about Sims and kind of what I could play and what was going to work with my setup. And it became quickly apparent to me that you really don't get far using consoles for sim racing. Again, I'm a beginner. You guys know I read your comments. I'm a horrible driver on the sim. I brake hard, lock up the brakes, all that. You guys know. You guys know I'm new. In typical noob fashion, I thought I could get away with using a console, but I couldn't. So noob mistake number one, don't try and use a console. You're not going to get very far. Okay, I learned it. It's fine. Noob mistake number two, this one, I don't know. Everybody said, hey, do not buy a pre-built PC. Do not. Don't buy a pre-built PC. They suck. And I thought, what do you guys know? I can buy a pre-built. All I'm doing is running one game. So what do? I look everywhere, I research all the pre-built ones, and I found the HP Omen Obelisk. And on paper, the thing was perfect. It was overbuilt for what I was going to need to run sim racing games like iRacing, Dirt Rally 2.0, Project Cars, R Factor, whatever. This computer was stacked, and it was going to be perfect. It was going to work perfectly for me. I went and I looked at the minimum specs for all those games. This thing was more than enough. So I put it in, I played with it. I used it. It was cool. And it worked fine. So I plugged it in. I started using it for iRacing. Perfect. I never had any flaws. I was streaming off of it. You guys have seen my streams. Fine. It was running my CHG 90 monitor, no problem, high res. But then my nephew and my brother were coming over, and I thought, I'm not letting my nephew get onto my iRacing account. I'm going to add some other games, and we'll be fine. I'll put these other games on it, and we'll be good. And so I jumped on, I downloaded Steam, and I downloaded, I purchased Project Cars 2, the deluxe version, and I purchased Dirt Rally 2.0 because I figured between those two games, my brother and his kid would have some fun playing on this thing. So I downloaded them. I'm starting everything up. I'm getting everything ready. And what happens? I start seeing the Space Invaders. And I'm like, what the heck is that? What on earth is going on? I'm looking at the system vitals because, again, the HP Omen has this cool, vitals screen that you can see, CPU usage, heat, GPU usage, heat. You can see everything that's going on. And I pull that up, and my GPU heat is fine. Everything's fine, but the games are freezing. I can't get more than 20 seconds in, and I'm freaking out. I'm like, dude, I just put these games on. What's wrong with them? So I do a little bit of research, and everybody online says the same thing as me. Hey, if you see the Space Invader thing going on with your screen, it's your GPU. And I'm like, and I'll tell you, here's the problem. Is even though it's a 2080 NVIDIA, everything inside of this computer looks great on a spec sheet, It's all basic stuff. Like there's no branding on anything. It just says like HP on it. Everything was like off, and so I went through. I checked drivers. I reseated the GPU. I went through everything. Nothing worked. So then I'm like, dude, it's been 45 days since I bought this thing. I'm screwed. I'm toast. I'm stuck with this thing. I have to call HP to get HP support. And you know what kind of lovely day it is when you call Charles in Omaha. But Omaha is apparently a city in India, because there is no way that Charles was in Omaha. Anyway, I get on, and he goes through everything that I've already done. He's like, well, we've got to check. Let's check for Windows updates. So we look at Windows updates. And I say, Charles, I already updated that. He says, we got to check. So what's he do? He checks. He goes, oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. You did already update that. Weird. Okay, what else can we check, Charles? So Charles starts going through this long list of things that I've already done. And I get to a point where I'm like, Charles, I don't even know about PCs. I'm pretty stupid, actually. But I think I know more than you do right now, and it's really starting to scare me. And so we go through it, and he keeps going through everything I've already gone through, and we get to a point where he goes, Mr. Brent, sir, my shift is ending. Can I call you back tomorrow? And I think, are you kidding me, Charles? Really? Really? This is my HP Omen support? Come to find out, they have their own support line for this computer, just for the Omens. It's supposed to be like the highest of the high, top tech guys doing this. They don't know anything. I don't know anything, and they know less than me. So I go through it, and I'm just like, there's no way. This guy's never going to fix it. He's not even going to warranty it, because he's going to make me sit through this. So I think maybe I'll just wait. I'll wait. I've got a year warranty. Hopefully the end of this call is they send me a new GPU, because I'm sure that's all this is. And it gets to a point where I'm like, you know what? I'm calling Best Buy, and I'm going to see. So I worked with somebody at Best Buy, walked them through my whole situation, and in the end, they let me return it. I don't know. I worked a deal with them. I said, look, I'll build the new computer through you guys. I'll buy everything through you right now while we're returning this Omen, this horrible, horrible thing. I will return it all right now and buy this other stuff and build it with you. I don't even care what your markup is, because at this point I'm done with the HP. And so they were super awesome. Best Buy, like, I wouldn't expect it. Like, I'm not telling you to go try and do this, because I've never had Best Buy actually do something like this for me. They're pretty strict with their rules. But they hooked me up. They hooked me up. So Best Buy, thank you. Again, Best Buy. Yay! So this is just a little teaser for what's to come. It does have an i9 processor. I'm overbuilding it a little bit. It's going to be sick. So thank you guys. Don't buy premium PCs. Don't buy consoles. Build it. Do it the right way. Don't cut corners. Yada, yada, yada.